The Siberian forest meets the Ob Sea, 3 time zones east of Moscow. You might think it'd be a technological wilderness out here. Well, think again. Long before Silicon Valley was even dreamt of, this small town dedicated to science and research was already a reality. In 1957, the finest scientific minds in Russia were brought together here in Akademgorodok by Nikita Khrushchev, far away from prying eyes, to work on everything from nuclear physics to the space program. It's also home to one of Russia's top universities. And today, after years of underfunding and neglect, it's bouncing back as 300 high-tech firms have moved in, and many more, it's hoped, will follow.
Victor
Bogdanov was too busy to pick up his university diploma. Now he employs 80 staff who write software for clients like IBM. It sounds like a classic Silicon Valley CV, except that Victor is in the middle of Siberia.
There is a lot of institutes and Novosibirsk State University here, and a lot of students, a lot of smart people here, and a lot of innovative ideas are developed here. So just an atmosphere of smart people helps.
About 600 employees worked in this institute in the past to develop software for Russian supercomputers.
Vitaly Sayapin is the head of Intel, one of the big foreign IT companies who've made their home in what was once a top-secret Soviet research center. Low costs and a ready supply of scientific talent bring them here.
Sometimes I hear some very funny stories what people in Europe or US think about Russia. My first trip in US, I checked a book for children. And in Siberia, I saw only birds and rockets. No Novosibirsk, no scientific center, only birds and rockets in Siberia.
And these buildings are also invested by private money, yeah?
Now Akademgorodok is trying to up its game by building a $650 million technopark for innovative companies. Its director hopes that in 4 years' time some 12,000 people will be working here. But the project has struggled to get this far and has a long way still to go.
The main problem that in our state, everything is going by the wave. Just now we're on the top of this wave, but we don't know how big this wave is. How many years it will be fashionable to support innovations. If it will be fashionable during the next 5 years, it will be okay. If only 2, it will be very poor.
The Technopark hopes to roll out more success stories like this firm, which makes high-tech air filters using their own specially manufactured materials.
We can demonstrate the efficiency of our device.
The device they've produced can clear the smoke from the equivalent of 200 cigarettes in less than 20 seconds. 3.5 years ago, Dmitry Trubitsin started the company by simply rounding up his student friends on his mobile phone. One example of why, despite his global ambitions, he's no intention of leaving Akademgorodok.
Actually, we have possibility to move to other places, to Moscow, in other countries. For example, we are invited to, Israel. We discussed it, but we are not going to move because we feel that now here we have a lot of possibilities to grow up.
If Akademgorodok is to fulfill its huge scientific potential, there'll need to be many others like Dmitry Trubitsin who can make the difficult leap from bright student to entrepreneur. And there's no shortage of will here to provide help and support for those waiting to take that jump. For the hope is that it's they who will write the next chapter in the history of Silicon Forest.